So I have another quick tip for you today, and I think this is a very timely one for many of us. Today is Friday, and today is payday for many people. So I have a really good tip on how to stop overspending. And the thing about overspending, one of the big things about it is that it's easy to overspend because of plastic, right? It's so easy. I know I have overspent at times in my life. We know that this is a common problem across America, and guaranteed you yourself, right, at one point or another have overspent. And the thing is, plastic makes this so easy. So my tip today is on how to stop overspending. And I just want to say another thing about overspending and plastic. There's something about debit cards or credit cards, this thing where you swipe and the money comes out and this magical thing happens behind the scenes, and then you walk out with that thing that you wanted, right? And it's in your hands, and even is way beyond what you would normally spend, you are able to walk out with that thing, right? And that's usually the case with credit cards. Debit cards, not as much, because if you go over, you're going to get that overdraft fee, but sometimes we'll pay that 35 fee, right, to get that coffee that we wanted that day, right? Which again is not a good thing. That's another way of overspending. So my tip for you is, instead of plastic, withdraw all the money that you need in cash for your weekly expenses at once, right? So this is a way to stop the overspending. The thing is, so what I do, and something that will be very helpful and many people have done, is go to the bank, right? Take out a lump sum of what you're going to need for the week. So you have a good idea, right? For instance, if you have transportation costs every week, you know how much you're spending on that. If you have, like, food is usually one of the biggest ones. Take out your money for lunch at once. Take out all the money you need for everything at once. If you're going to the movies that week, take out that amount of money. Like, do that ahead of time. For instance, it's going to really help you stop overspending, because one thing is, for instance, if you take out your money and you say, hey, this week I'm going to spend $40 on lunch, right? Now, this is what this is. Say you go to McDonald's every day and you spend $8. You spend $8 every time. You get the meal, you get the salad, and that's $40, right? Automatically. The thing is, when you start to see and cash, when you see the cash going out of your pocket, when you see how much you're spending by that cash going out of your wallet, it makes you think twice. It makes you more aware. It makes you more conscious. So that's the thing. When you say, okay, this week I'm going to spend $40 for lunch, it makes you go, wait a minute, I'm spending a lot of money. That's a lot of money for lunch this week. And it may make you realize, hey, maybe I'm going to brown bag it a couple of times this week. But it's definitely going to help you at least become more aware. It's going to slow down the overspending and eventually, hopefully, eliminate the overspending. You'll be operating according to what you really want to spend, what you really have to spend. And again, I'm not saying don't treat yourself to lunch. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that you want to start using cash for things like lunch, for travel. Any things where you're spending money regularly every week and you want to take that money out at once from the bank. I had a client that I worked with, and she would go to the ATM like multiple times during the week. And the problem was, then you have, a lot of banks have a transaction withdrawal limit. So once you start going over that, guess what they start doing? They start charging you, or you go to another bank because your bank is not closed. So guess what? Now you're paying a fee. You're losing money. You're overspending. So that's my tip for you today, to stop the overspending. Withdraw all the cash at once for your weekly expenses, and put away the plastic for those things. You can use those for bigger things like groceries and everything, but the weekly stuff, the lunch, if you use cash, you'll stay more within your budget. You'll see what you're doing, and you will definitely slow down, if not eliminate the overspending. And by the way, this is tip number 6 that I just told you from, I have a tip sheet on money get tips for you, and it's 10 ways to own your money right now. And the tips are designed to help you, like what I just said, a basic thing you can do immediately so you get control of your money and it doesn't just keep flying out of your wallet, you know, with no vision of what's happening. So this is a free tip guide I have for you. I put a link there. You can get the free tips. Just sign up for it. You'll get them immediately in your inbox. And, you know, I have 9 more great tips like that to help you. But that's my tip today for how to stop overspending, okay? And I hope you have an amazing weekend, and I will talk to you very soon. All right, bye-bye.